Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing the face tutorial using the stuff I don't like. So to find out what's in my stuff I don't like box, just keep watching. Products I just don't like. I have two boxes here from all different brands. So let's get to it. I actually have two primers that I am not a fan of. The Heroes Beauty one reminds me of the Unique primer. It's just like a silicone-y, greasy feeling one. And then the Revlon Photo Ready Color Correcting Primer. Whenever I use this one, I feel like I break out. So let's do this. It's like water. Oh, it smells perfumey. Okay, so primers. Next is a foundation that everyone has raved about. It's the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation for normal to greasy skin. And I'm using the shade 120. Now, when I first applied this, I really liked it, but within an hour or two, I looked like a grease ball. I had shininess all around my nose, my forehead, basically in my T-zone. So I'm actually one of those YouTubers that is not a fan, and I also don't like that there's no way to dispense the product. And I'm using this. It's a cheap beauty blender. It doesn't absorb product, doesn't absorb water. It's just a hard, dense beauty blender. Like it's so different. Next we have concealer. This concealer is by Physicians Formula. It's Touch of Blur. I just feel like it's too dark. It comes in like a sponge tip. But I just feel like, can you see how dark that is? So this one doesn't work for me. Then I have two setting powders. The first one is the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. And I feel like this one gives me that white cast when I take pictures, which is why I've been avoiding using it. Oh well, let's do it. Next is one that I picked up at the drugstore. It's the Wet n Wild Mattifying Powder, and it's in the shade Matte About You. As you can see, I used this a lot before I realized that the mattifying powder is actually shimmery. So it's a very thin pan, which is probably why I hit pan so quickly. But it's shimmery. Who wants to set their face with shimmery powder? But today, I do. Next, I have a cream blush from Merle Norman called Warm Blush. It comes in this little tiny itty bitty package, and it just smells so bad. But I don't ever use cream blushes because I never remember to do them before my powder, just like today. So I'll just dot it on and then rub it in a little. Okay. Alright, I don't really have a bronzer that I dislike. Do I have a highlighter I do not like? Not really. Oh, let's move on to the eyes. The brow products that I am not a big fan of right now, Maybelline Brow Drama Pomade Crayon. I don't think anyone's brows are this thick, so I just find this really hard to work with. And I need something that will fill in, not just sculpt my brows. So like when I get down to this part, it's so wide, it makes me look like I have giant brows. So if you have really thick natural brows, this will work, but if you need to fill in and draw the rest of your brow, it's gonna look really thick and chunky like this. The other product that I don't like because I believe I got the wrong color is the ColourPop Brow Pencil. This is in Honey Blonde. The formula is nice, but the color for me, it's got too much red in it. I thought that this would be like a light brown color, but it ends up looking reddish on me. So I can use it to draw it in, but it clearly looks like it's for maybe a strawberry blonde. So decent product, just wrong color for me. For eyes, I have two palettes that I am just not a fan of. The first one is the Sleek Eye Divine palette, and this is the Ultra Mattes Volume 1. First of all, it came broken. The purple one was broken. I just feel like you have to work really hard to get these colors to have decent payoff on your... The second palette is the Too Faced Matte Eyes Shadow Collection. It's their older one, so it came in their cardboard box. And I just feel like these colors are just so, eh. So I never really use it, but I will try it today for you. I'm gonna use this as my transition shade. And then I'm going to do London Fog all over my lid. Let's do this light blue right in the center. On the bottom, I'm going to do this dusty blue color. So I generally like the liquid liners, but I got this one in, I think, a Birchbox bag. It's called by Be a Bombshell brand, and that's all it says. So I don't know specifically what it is. It's a black liner pencil, so we will try this out today. For lips, I have 3 different things. I have the LipSense samples that someone sent me, and when I tried this, it actually stung my lips. I don't have any sores or cuts on my lips, but something about the formulation stung, and they kind of smell like nail polish remover, so I just wasn't a fan of these samples. I also am not a fan of the Revlon Color Stay Moisture Stain. It's really chunky. It kind of applies like cottage cheese. It's really bumpy and chunky and just doesn't apply well. Just not a fan. And then the third one is by a brand that I really enjoy, ColourPop. This one is Kapow, and it's their liquid matte lipstick. And this one just keeps separating for me. And every time I wear it, people tell me that my lips look really, really dark and gross. So I'll do this one today just for the look, but I think it's the color and this particular formulation. It's just breaking up and the color is separating. You know what, maybe I will keep this one. I like the color. I just had comments from family members saying that they don't like it. And then I'm going to try the LipSense Precious Topaz. Oh, it still stings. Ooh, ouch, 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 ouch. So I'm not debating how pretty the colors are, but this really stings my lips when it first goes on. I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's alcohol in it. So you have the lip products. Sorry, there's a piece of hair on my face. So you have the lip products that I'm not a fan of, the eye products that I'm not a fan of. Okay, so now let's go to mascara. So I don't have any mascaras that I absolutely cannot stand, but I would say that of my collection, my Physicians Formula Argan Wear Mascara is one of my least favorite. I just don't feel like it. I feel like this is a drier formula, so it takes a little bit more effort to coat. Like, you don't even see any hanging off the end of the brush. It's just a drier formula. Okay, so eventually it does coat, but too much work. Alright, so there you have it for the makeup, and I did want to point out a couple of other products that I'm just not a big fan of. The Claire's Liquid Metal Nail Polish. I got 4 of these a couple weeks back, and the lady said that they truly do look like a metallic nail polish. And while she was correct, they do apply like a matte metallic polish. They started chipping and peeling within hours. Like, the polish on my skin was literally disintegrating in lines on my nails, and I did several coats of it. I've tried it with a matte top coat. It doesn't matter. And these aren't cheap. They were $5.50 a piece, so that's not really cheap for kids' polishes. And another product that I forgot to use today was the NYX Conceal and Correct Palette in Light. It's a cream palette, and I just felt like it's so sticky. The product doesn't even come off, and like rubbing the product is so sticky and dense that I've tried it on my face a couple times, and you literally have to like pull at your skin to get the product to come off. And then another one that I've been holding and hoping to use, but just still not loving, is the Stila Shape and Shade Custom Color Duo in Light. And it gives you like the highlight color and the bronze color, but this bronze color is very dark. That might be way too dark for them. And that's kind of the problem I had. I'd put this on and it would look like I would have streaks of brown on my face. The formulation's really nice. It's very creamy, fairly blendable. But still, even when you blend it out, I feel like I would look like I was dressing up for Halloween. So I think that about wraps it up for the products I didn't like. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Bye guys.